Hey guys, it's Quinn, and the final trailer for Spectre has just dropped, so of course let's talk about it. Right off the bat, one of the things that I noticed was that this trailer tries to make shoutouts to as many Bond films as possible. Like, you know how Die Another Day to celebrate Bond just showed a ton of old school Bond props? Well, this trailer at least just shows a lot of old school Bond plot points, like the building collapsing from Casino Royale, the helicopter trouble from Your Eyes Only, the train fight from Jaws, shooting at a reflection of a villain from The Man with the Golden Gun. Hell, by the end of it, it was just getting kind of ridiculous, and I'm not complaining, but it's very important because in the Bond films, you have to have a balance between being self-aware and self-mocking. Like, Skyfall was perfect because it had a few in-jokes for Bond fans. Parts were light, but at the end of the day, the film was there to get the job done. Whereas here, I'm a little scared that they might be leaning towards the self-mocking Die Another Day film style. Hell, everything in this trailer was just short of a lady looking into the camera and saying Spectre dramatically.
Spectre.
Jesus Christ. But anyways, what do I like about this trailer? Well, first of all, I think we finally know where the helicopter bit fits into the entire film. I think as Bond is being brought to the desert lair of Blofeld, which is shown in the trailer, and I know it just screams License to Kill and Quantum of Solace, as I mentioned, but let's just never mind that. He's being brought in by helicopter, and he tries to escape, but the helicopter crashes. And that is why Bond is captured and brought to the desert lair, which is shown later in the trailer, because the helicopter crashed, and so the Spectre people just went to the wreckage and picked him up. And again, it's a very stupid idea, but my stupid predictions are sometimes right, so let's just go with it. Also, what I like is the London bit of the trailer. You know, it's cold and it's dark outside, it screams Skyfall, and Bond is sprinting as fast as he can, but what is very interesting is that in the Bond Women of Spectre video, we saw one of the Bond girls go to the very same spot that Bond was running at what looks to be nighttime, so maybe even the same night this all goes down. And that means either something blew up or someone was killed because there's police there, and it's all really mysterious. So obviously some big time dangers going down in this section of the film, which is an idea that I love throughout what hopefully looks like to be throughout this film. One last thing, which is probably the dumbest thing I've come up with, but go with me on this. Do you remember how in a previous trailer Blofeld said that he is the source of all of Bond's pain? Well, maybe, just maybe, go with me on this. The reason this film has so many throwbacks to prior films is to give almost examples where Spectre and Blofeld has screwed Bond over, even in films where he wasn't directly involved in, like, I don't know, for example, The Man with the Golden Gun, like the helicopter scene, the events of License to Kill, just to name a few. Maybe the entire concept is to show how far-reaching and influential Spectre has been on Bond's life. And if that's the case, that's awesome and clever as hell. If that's not the case, then I'm a tad worried for this film, especially after the terrible theme song that has been released, which you can check out the review of on Quincy. I've ranted about it long enough, so let's just not cover that anymore. So overall, this trailer for me means one of two things. Either they're trying to make a super deep Bond film for all the Bond fans to explain the troubles that Bond has dealt with all these years, or it's just a simple action movie that has some fan service. Let's hope for the former. If you want more James Bond content, check me out at Quincy and subscribe. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for more James Bond movie content. Ciao.